Hello everyone, I'm Christopher, and in this video we are going to take a look at how to add a functionality to our Vue to-do application that allows us to either complete a to-do item or reverse a to-do item that has been completed. So let's go to our code editor, and I am inside my app.js file. We are going to add a new function called toggle to-do completion state, and we are going to pass the specific to-do item that we want to mark as completed or the specific to-do item that we want to reverse. So we are going to have some checks here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write the code and then explain to you what it does. So I'm going to have an if statement, and inside here we are going to check our to-do item that we have passed, and we are going to check the toggle button state of it. So let's use a triple equal sign, and we are going to check whether the toggle button for that specific to-do item has the value of an empty string or it is checked. So when it has an empty string, it means that it's not checked. Then we are also going to say or if the same to-do toggle button state is equal to false, then it also means that the button is not checked. Now if it is not checked and we have clicked by calling this function, we are going to check the button. So I'm just going to say to-do completion button state should be equal to checked. Let's end this. And we are also going to say to-do completion state should be equal to completed. So whenever we check the to-do completion button, we also want that particular to-do item be crossed out, meaning it has been completed. Then we are going to have an else if statement, else if the to-do completion button state is equal to checked, so triple equal to checked, or if the to-do completion button state is equal to true, then we want to uncheck it. So we are basically going to copy these two lines of codes, and then we are going to paste it inside here. And what we are going to do is, if this is checked, then this should be an empty string, and then over here we are going to say incomplete. So let's remove this here and let's save this. So basically that is all that we need for our JavaScript side. So let's go to our index.html file. So the first thing we are going to do is to add an event listener to this particular checkbox, and we are going to use a Vue directive called v-on. So on click, we are going to call our function. So let's go and copy this, and then we paste it inside here, and we are going to pass in the to-do item that we want to mark as completed or otherwise. So let's save all this. Then over here we also want to have a class of completed, but since already we are having this editing class, we can just pass in the two values using an array. So we are going to have an array with our first class and then a comma. Then the next class is going to be to-do completion. So to-do completion state. So this is what we want. So let's save all this, and let's go back to our application, reload everything, Let's add a new to do item, to do 1. Let's also try to do 2. Anyway, we can edit this. So let's double click on this and change this to a 2. Enter. So now when we click on the checkbox of to do 1, we can see that to do 1 is now completed and marked as completed. You can see it's crossed out. When we click on the checkbox of to do 2, now to do 2 is completed. And when we click on any of the checkboxes, it reverses this whole process. So we can uncheck this, and now to do 1 is no longer completed. We can do the same thing for to do 2. So guys, that is going to be all for this video, and I would like to say that if you like these type of videos, do click on the subscribe button, because that is going to help me create more of these type of videos. And if there is anything I left out of this video, be kind enough to leave it in the comment section below, and that should also include questions you might have about this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.